Hi and welcome back. Okay, next piece we're going to be moving on to then. We've got this piece of pelvis here. Now, one of the problems we've got is that at the moment, if you look at how we're moving the leg, it's just going up and down, and if we go into perspective, it'll just go side to side as well, see? Now, what we actually have to do is build a little IK rig going on here, or even a HI rig rather, history independent. And for that work, our pelvis at the minute is not adequate. It doesn't have a ball joint, which means that apart from swinging the leg front and back like this, that's about all we can do, which is going to make it very, very hard. I mean, it can be done, but frankly I don't want to bother. So, as this is an adaptation, I'm going to make it a bit easier for us. So, first I'm going to cut this down the middle, make sure ignore back facing is not on, and do a connect. There we go. Now, I'm going to take this half of the model away. Sorry about this. Now, zoom in a bit, and let's see, I want to select that part, group, tools, edit, select invert, there we are. Now I'm going to detach it, and we're going to call it pelvis inner. Isn't this fun? There we go, back into perspective again. Now I want to take this part here and hide the rest. Okay, this means that I can now look at this and see what I'm doing, almost. And what I want to do is basically give this a degree it hasn't got so far of kind of rotation, you know? Well, you might not know, but that's what I want to do anyway. So, what I'm going to do is build a separate part that comes out of here that connects to the hip, that blah 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 blah, okay? Just bear with me, it will work. Now, what I want to do is increase overall this piece. Just do these. Hang on. So I'm just wiping out this part here. Remember what I said? It's kind of ad hoc design and stuff, yeah? So don't freak out that we're actually, you know, going back and removing all the lovely work we did. Oh no, I'm going to kill mummy. No. I have to go into the front viewport, and I think I'm going to have to trim this piece off here. And probably that bit there as well. And we may as well just get rid of this too. There we go. Back in perspective. That leaves us with this exciting gap. Ooh, gap. Yay. Okay, now let's do a little bit of something over here. What I need to do is pull back a minute. I need to kind of connect that part there with this part here. And that may not make any sense, but never mind. So, what I want to do is create a blooming nightmare doing it like this, but there we go, like so. Now this gives us this great big piece here, which is what I wanted. Now this can be filled with a simple cap. Okay, we've got this nice plane here. Now I want to get an inner line there. Just zoom in a bit so I can grab it, and this one here. And we're going to do a connect. Just one though. Now as you see, it's done that kind of funky amusing thing there, just trying to amuse me. Okay, so I'm going to have to remove this line here and it's a vertex. So, remove. And remove. Remember, this is kind of ad hoc modelling. It's fun. Oops. When it goes right, it's fun anyway. When it doesn't, well, you just want to kill things. Okay, and let's see, let's do a quick connect. There we go. Now, see if you can guess what I'm going to do next. trim edge, angle 180 degrees, say 12 times maybe. Whee! Yay! That seems to work. A little bit over on that side for some reason. I think I can probably fix that if I just make it 90 degrees. Maybe 7 segments. There we go. Click OK. Now the reason I've done that is, as I'm sure you're probably about to guess anyway, I'm just going to wipe out this side here. Now, I'm going to have to raise the pelvis box just a little bit on the inside here. To about there. Not too much, but, you know, just enough. So what I might do is just check it over. Okay, top viewport. Select by the old poly. And delete. Perspective on. Zoom on. Oops. Pull back. Looks like that was a single polygon. So I'll have to... yeah, I'll have to just rebuild that. Okay. So select by polygon. There we go, back in perspective, zoom. So you can see where the missing piece is. It might take us a few moments to put that back together though. Now, vertex, top viewport, or vertex. I'm going to select all these lovely edge ones here. Just flatten them in. Now I'm going to do a quick mirror and copy it. This allows me to then attach this piece and do a Control A on the verts and weld it. Drop back into perspective, zoom in. Right. Starting to look okay. We've still got this yon big hole thing going on, so I can just cap that. Now I've got to be careful because there's a big hole here that needs to be filled. So let's see. I'll fill this one first. There we go. Now I'll fill this one. In case you're wondering why I can cap this, you know, and I will once I've just filled this middle piece in. There we go, saves me time. Now here I'm just going to rebuild this one as well, because I'll have to anyway, even if I just use a cap. Okay, now let's got this nice big hole here, which I cap. Obviously the cap's uneven, so I'm going to do a cut. There we go. And that kind of makes this piece work, if you know what I mean. Okay. Just checking this over. Yeah, it looks okay. That piece there needs looking into, so left viewport zoom. And I'm just going to take these, move them in, and these. Yeah, pull back. Yeah, that works for me. Nice. Alright. Now I've got to build this kind of piece that goes on here. Whee! So, go over here, and I want a sphere. Now I'm going to pull this out from about there. Pull that down quite a lot. So about there. That way you can see it's kind of central into that piece. Now, I'm going to increase the segs. Back up to 32, go to my front viewport and zoom out on it. Right, now we can see that it's a little bit of straightening need. And we can also see that this is definitely in a little bit of straightening need for some reason. So let's see if we can loop that. No. Let's see if we can loop that, I said. Okay, looks like we can. So I'm just going to flatten that. And then pull it across. Check out my perspective. It's made a purdy edge. It's okay. I'm going to set the edge underneath it now. Loop that as well. There we go. See our big blue ball kind of sinks into there quite nicely. Okay, now I need to rotate, not rotate, what do you call it? I need to get this damn thing working actually. Hang on. It's holes in the thing all over the place. There we go. Right, now I want to make a copy of this big ball thing. And I'm going to create a compound, a boolean, operand B being copy, and it's a subtraction job. Convert to edible poly, all done. Isolate this, and well, I'll be it actually cut a hole in it. Usually it's not that considerate. So now if I select my yon big hole, and probably increase it just a tiny bit. Got to be careful because there's that entire ring there that really needs to come out. I might take that out anyway. There we go. Remove. And there'll be a little chain, if I just use my select tool, of verts that just need removing. Right, I think I've got more. No, there's one there. Yeah, that's it, I think. Oh, and a little target weld just here. There we go. Now, select this piece. And a little movement. Actually, no, I want to expand it outwards a little bit first. Then a little bit in. Like so. Let's cap it off. It's a mess in there, feel free to tidy it up, it's up to you. Exit isolation mode, and now you see we can actually see that join, which makes it a lot easier. Right, front viewport. Now I can see the area I want to delete, so I'm going to convert this to an edible poly, and I'm going to wipe out that area there, perspective, and cap it. Now I'm going to bevel it. Instantly, this thing's blue simply because I've been messing around with handles, and basically I wanted to keep it blue. I think that summarises it really. It makes a change from the usual colours I use. There we go. Just expand this out a bit, and then now I want to kind of get it meeting up with that bit. So there we go. I can just lift both these up now, just so it's edged into place slightly. Oops. There we go. And zoom out. I'm just going to apply one of my simple materials that I've been using. I call this one grey. There we go. And I'm going to change this actually to that uniform grey, because it's irritating. Okay. There. Three. Right. Now, I want to mirror this. And also, I just want to check something on this. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. So I'm going to mirror this piece. Okay, and let's get it just moved along a bit. Oh, didn't need to. Huh. Right, so I'm going to attach the pelvis inner to there. Select by that. Oops, that was Control Z. Select by Control A and weld. There we go. And now if I go to my front viewport and zoom out a bit. And let's see. I'm just going to make a copy of that. On the x-axis, and I think, yeah, it just comes out about there, doesn't it? There we go. Now, unhide all, and F4 into perspective mode. Okay, that's fine for me. Make that light too, because it's in the middle. And I'm just kind of looking it over, because in the next part I wanted to add a little bit of detail. So now it's time to do a few links. Well, quite a few links actually. So making sure there are no top level links. Let's have a look. Yep, everything's at the bottom where it should be. So I'm going to select that. Oops. I think I need to use the select tool actually. There we are. Right, so if I use that, and that, and I'm going to drag them all to the thing here, and then I can just use this to go wee down there, you see. Oh yeah, and I need to attach that as well. Okay, so that means I can now add a degree of movement that I didn't have before, like so. Alright, so I think what I'm going to do in the next part is have a quick mess around, make another one of these legs over here. Don't worry, it's just a copy job, and we can move on from there. Now then. Yep. Okay, so see you in the next part, and bye bye for now.